Ford Field in Detroit. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
What? The Patriots C team.
It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brett Favre.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago.
Why am I my
and
knees
of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up
One
with
more
the
win,
Green Bay Packers.
and they will be guaranteed a non-losing season.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
The generic look for black guys.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Packers hit my ass.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays in the center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on before touchdown passes.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for Jones last week, 16 carries, 92 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this... And the
it's not the... If it's like... I don't want to. I don't care for that shit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Making videos
3
of
yards to
parents
gain there, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. But now it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Sometimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't
overthink it. I hate term adulting. I think that's the stupidest term ever. I think anyone who uses that term is still a kid.
He'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Yeah, I don't want to adult to him.
Taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard
Why?
run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Mohamed Sanu. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
I don't think you've ever said that.
Himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a
no, I mean all seriousness.
Stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a
like jokingly, yeah, you have, but I hate that term.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there
it's like,
waiting for him to take off.
You don't want to take
the
responsibility.
Intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
No, the Gronk!
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?